Hi guys, thank you for joining me. Today's project, we will need a sheet of paper that measures 8.5 by 11. You can also use a regular sheet of printer paper if you want. The only thing is it is flimsy and really thin. So up to you. If you don't have thicker paper around and you really want to make something cute and you know you could decorate it really nicely, go ahead and use regular printer paper. So we're going to start off by making some score marks. And again, you don't need to have fancy equipment to do all of this. You could use a butter knife and a ruler. You could use a pen and a ruler. You don't necessarily have to have a scoreboard or anything fancy. So let's get started. We are going to score at the 4 1/4 mark. And then we're going to turn the sheet of paper widthwise, and then we're going to score at the 2 3/4 mark, then at the 5 1/2 mark, and then 8 1/4. Okay, once you've done that, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make some folds. What we're gonna try to do is make a little peak going that way, or a mountain or a valley, if that's what you want to call it. So the easiest way to explain it is to put the sheet down and fold the first score mark over, then the next score mark under, and then the next score mark up. And what you'll see is a W. So here's the mountain or the peak I was talking about. So you want to fold it like that, and you also want to fold it in half. So the side of the paper that has the peak, you want to turn that over, and you want to fold the paper over at that middle portion that was scored. And now we need to make a cut line. So what we're going to do is we are going to cut down the middle of the paper. We're not cutting all the way across. We're just cutting through the middle two portions. So let's do that. I'm going to use a ruler. You can eyeball it if you're good at cutting. So let's use the ruler and the knife, and we will just go down the middle like so. So you should have a little slit. And we're gonna go back to having that little peak pointing upwards, the little mountain. And then from there, if you have a circle punch, you can go ahead and use your circle punch to cut out a few circles. Let me get my circle punch. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and punch a half circle on this side of the paper. And I'm just eyeballing it. You want to try to get it as much in the middle as you can. If you don't have a circle punch, something that I use when I can't find this, or if I'm crafting somewhere else, I just use the cover of a water bottle. So your average water bottle, just use the cover and trace around it. The next spot we're going to corner around, or I should say punch a circle, half circle in, is the third portion. So 1, 2, 3, and then the same thing at the bottom. And then last but not least, we're gonna put one in the last section on the bottom. Okay. now we're going to put this together. And how we do that is we're gonna have to glue a couple of spots. I'm going to get my pen and mark it so that way you guys know where to glue. Okay, at this point, you will need to turn the paper over, like so. Let's get these out of the way. Turn the paper over, and then there's areas that we're gonna have to glue or tape, whatever method you like, or depending on what you've got handy at home. I would say your best bet is to use glue, but for time reasons, I already ran a strip of double-sided tape along the bottom and just the top two portions. So you can go ahead and use glue and along the bottom. And you want to do it as close to the edge as possible. So that way your card that you're going to put in there can actually fit in there. You don't want to take up too much room with adhesive. So what you're going to do at that point is you're going to fold the paper over without touching. You don't want the top to touch the bottom yet. So you're just going to fold, and your paper will naturally start to form the booklet. So you're going to turn it over, and you're going to notice that it's forming a diamond shape. So you just go ahead and form that diamond shape until it comes together. And then you take the first part, and that's going to be the cover. And you go ahead and just sandwich all the layers together, and you close it shut. So now you'll notice that you've got all your compartments. You've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you've got something that can hold 4 gift cards, or if you're making just a little notebook with sentimentals in it, or a little mini tag album, you can put 4 in. You can make pockets. So we're gonna go ahead and decorate this. Let's do that. So I went ahead and cut out some cards and also put some gift cards in here just to show you how handy the book will be. So your cards will measure 4 by 2.5. So here I made a card holder. My thumb is out of order right now. And we'll put that back in. Just regular paper, fancy paper, cut to size so that they can fit in the slots. Keep in mind that some of them you'll have to play around with the measurements depending on how much glue you put in. It will change the size of the card. So for each individual booklet that you make, you'll have to figure out what size you want the cards to be. Like this one, I made a little bigger because I wanted the shiny bling to show at the top, or I wanted just a little portion where the person could hold on to something and tug it out of there. And here, just a regular sheet of shiny silver paper. And I'm gonna go ahead and just decorate it a little. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use regular stickers. You can embellish it however you like. I'm just gonna put some stickers on each page. Well, not each page, one per section. It's hard using one hand. Give me a moment. I can't remember where I got these stickers from. I think I got them either from the dollar store or Walmart. One Valentine year. It definitely wasn't this year or last year, some time ago. So, and I really like the stickers, so I decided to keep them and use them for a special occasion. And we're just gonna write maybe a few things depending on what you're gonna be using your card for. We could do 5 reasons I love you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on the next side, you can write a little poem. So you just find a poem and either you can print it and stick it in there, or you could actually handwrite it in, depending on how you want to do your book. I think another cute thing to do is actually write the poem and put it on the card in here if you're not going to be doing gift cards. And on the last page, maybe a picture or again, embellishment, however you want to make this. I'm gonna go ahead and embellish the front and come back and show you the completed project. I figured I would just try to embellish it while on screen so that way you guys could see how easy it would be. I've got a bunch of Hello Kitty stickers that I got from AliExpress recently. Fairly inexpensive. Ooh, I like that, but I want to save that sticker. I'll go ahead and use this one. So what I'm gonna do is place that in the middle. And then I've got some bling stickers that I seem to be using a lot. I got this from the dollar store. And let's see if we want to use a big one. Yep, why not? Haven't used any big ones. Maybe we'll use another big one. And that seems to look pretty cute. We've got the bling stickers, the Hello Kitty, and then I used some shiny paper. So I was hoping to have a little blinged out theme going on here. And that's how simple it is. So thank you for joining me again. Please go ahead, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for dropping by.